Greetings to all of you. Many newbies ask me which class artifacts to improve first. And even in this matter, the approach to improving artifacts is already wrong. Because there is practically no need for a beginner to think about class artifacts. In today's video, we will analyze all the artifacts and in what order they need to be improved and used on whom. I'll explain why beginners shouldn't look at these two tabs for the first time. Let me remind you that the number of opposing teams is always increasing, and over time you will need to fight against 5 teams, and if you play for a long time and have completed Chapter 74, then against 6. And each of your 6 teams needs to be equipped with artifacts, strong and improved. If a beginner invests in one of the class artifacts, they simply won't have any decent artifacts for other characters. When improving the basic artifacts, we will be able to use them on as many as 8 characters, which makes the basic artifacts necessary for a beginner and a priority in improvement. I hope I've explained why you need to start with them. In addition, there are extremely important artifacts for completing guild bosses, minus trials, apocalypse bosses, and other types of content. And it is with these artifacts that you need to start improving. Of course, I'm talking about Dragon Jade, an excellent artifact for your damagers, which should be equipped in all these activities, since it is with it that the damage to the enemy is shown the greatest, not always, but in most cases. On whom we use it, on almost any magicians. On all shooters it can be used. On all fighters. It's clear that there are exceptions depending on the character's abilities, and sometimes we use other artifacts on some characters. But if you don't bother and just want a good artifact for damage, Dragon Jade is perfect. If you see this artifact being sold in the store while passing through the Mirage, take it without hesitation. The next important artifact is Potion of Nature. We use it on characters who need extra energy at the beginning of a battle so that they can make an ultimate as quickly as possible. As an example of such characters, this is Angela, since the faster she gives energy to a powerful damager, the faster it will cause damage. Selena also plays through him, as she needs to apply her first ultimate as quickly as possible and charm her rivals. Of course, Akashic plays with him to quickly give a powerful buff to his team. Both versions of Shar are also played with this artifact in order to take control of my opponents faster. In general, it is suitable for everyone who needs a quick ultimate, also make it a priority to improve. The next 2 artifacts in terms of improvement priority are Horn of Courage and Shroud of Aurora. We use Horn on all tanks and on some supports, such as Nana, since she may not use the ultimate for the entire battle, but there will be additional damage from the artifact. Why I prefer Horn on tanks rather than Monolith? Due to the additional heal and damage reduction. In my opinion, this is a more interesting option than Monolith. As for the Shroud of Aurora, this artifact is important for testing minus, as it is used in one of the locations on all the characters. If we talk about using it in other types of content, then we put it on those characters who need a crit rate and additional agility. What gives the agility score is that our characters hit faster and use their skills faster. Therefore, it is suitable for those who need to make ultimates often, or just for those who hit with an auto attack and have good crit damage indicators. As an example, this is Layla, who opens up very well with him. For fast ultimates, it is suitable for Vexena, Aurora. It is a good fit for Hanabi, as the crit rate and agility are important to her. As for Monolith and Machete, I hardly use them, only at the beginning, when the rest of the artifacts are not enough for other characters. Monolith can be suitable for characters who use abilities from their HP, such as Estus. On any tanks. Now let's talk about class artifacts, which we will move on to only after improving the first 4 artifacts that we discussed with you. Or if the Mirage store does not have these artifacts on sale, but there is, say, Monolith, although in any case, I advise you to finish the basic ones first. Go to the second tab, which we select here. First, we need to go and look at your character roster, as our choice depends on it. Let's say you made an early phone like I have on my beginner account, then we choose Lion Sword. Let's say that Mia or Eris improved perfectly at the very beginning of the game, then we choose Luna Bao. The analogy is the same with magicians. Lunabelle has improved well, we take the Codex. And that's how we improve all these 3 artifacts in turn, depending on the characters you have. After them, we will definitely improve Scroll, for our support staff, an excellent artifact, do not ignore it. I admit that I improved tank artifacts last of all, so here you decide for yourself whether you will improve this artifact next. Personally, I usually move on to improving this set of artifacts. Here we also focus on which characters of your classes are more improved and need class artifacts. But if you choose the order that I personally follow, then first I improve the Blaze Scale, an excellent artifact for Fong or Esmeralda, for example. Next, I'll switch to the Enigma Mark, which is also a great artifact that improves your mages significantly, for example, you are Alice. Oracle Psalm is my next priority, since our support teams are a very important component of the team. Without them your damagers are nobody, and this artifact will perfectly improve them. And then you proceed from which characters you want to get a class artifact. Let's say you have Sylvana, then take Scythe. Let's say you want to improve heal performance on Nana, choose Divine Essence. It is worth mentioning about Coronal Plume, it is a very good artifact, but do not use it on your top arrow damagers, as Hawkeye or even Dragon Jade will perform better in terms of increasing damage. We use this artifact on the support arrows that we have in our team for their passive effects, or buffs. For example, Hanabi, Clint, Iridal. As I said, I personally improve tank artifacts last, as I believe that improving the rest of the classes is more useful for passing all types of content. What do you think about the artifacts? Which ones are you improving, and who are you using them on? I'm waiting for you in the comments and see you in the next videos.